Good morning, Seed FM ambassadors and prayerful heart consciousness holders. And I'm just saying hello to everyone because we're going to send this viral today. Today is a very special day. Today is the day that we get to celebrate. We're moving through our holiday season and we are celebrating in rich and very powerful ways. I call these the sacred holy days. And the reason I like to call them sacred holy days is because they always remind us about the light. That light that dwells within us, that light that brings forth infinite good. And so today we're going to be celebrating. Today is Advent Day. It is the second day of second week of Advent. So we're focusing now. Last week we focused on hope, and today we get to focus on peace. It is also Bodhi Day, and there's a lot of richness that is unfolding. We're preparing for Christmas. We have the solstice, the winter solstice coming. We have Hanukkah, and then we get to celebrate the principles as we end the year and we move into a new year through Kwanzaa. We are truly blessed, and it is going to be a fun time. So I'm inviting you to make sure that you are on our email list. You can go to seedfm.org, and if you go to seat, SEAT, fm.org, you can subscribe and receive our weekly communications regarding all the wonderful events that are taking place in this spiritual community. I want to take a moment and I'm going to introduce you to our leadership team. Every Sunday, we like to come together and pray together. My motto is a family that prays together stays together. We, in a sense, are an extended family. We're community. And when we all come together with that purpose, it makes a difference. So today we have our wonderful media, I'm calling her the media manager, and that is Catherine Redmond. I'm going to invite her to share some wisdom with you today. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, thank you, Reverend Jerry. Today is Bodhi Day, and this is a very famous quote from Buddha, who was the enlightened one. And it says, "The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, not to worry about the future, nor to anticipate troubles, but live in the present moment wisely and earnestly." That was from Buddha.
I love that quote. How beautiful. A rich and a very profound quote. The essence of celebrating Bodhi Day is a commitment that Buddha made, and that commitment is to support the healing of the world by bringing balance and harmony. And that balance of harmony is to approach the world with compassion and to support the relieving of suffering. And so there is a richness to that. It's quite interesting for me. I have been preparing for the holiday season, and you'll see as we progress how we've been preparing with altars and celebration and everything. And part of my cleaning out, I came upon this quote here: "Compassion is the basis of all morality." That was by Arthur Schopenhauer. He wrote that, and I found this beautiful, I'm showing it to you, and it is a beautiful quote that was gifted. My nephew gifted this to his Dada, and I call him Dada. That is his grandfather, and for his birthday. We hosted a birthday when he was about, I think he was 17 years old and had come to live with us. And we were on a fast track because he needed to learn more about life before he went out into the world. And that was a wonderful gift that he gave and personalized for his dada. And it fits perfectly right now. It's nice to say words affectionately about our loved ones. We also have our wisdom keeper, and our wisdom keeper is Miss Patty Walton. What wisdom do you have to share today?
We are surrounded by a creative force which operates upon our thinking, but which is independent of our thoughts. It is upon this energy that we rely when we use faith. To quote from Ernest Holmes in the book Words That Heal today.
From another perspective, a person with deep conviction about relieving, I'm going to say, the world from suffering. That was the reason he wrote so many books. He was a prolific writer. And his focus was to know the thoughts of God. And if God is a beloved presence and energy, then that would mean too that we are, and if we are offsprings of it, when we learn more about healing and that personal healing within ourselves, we create a space where healing can take place everywhere in the world. And so today we're going to move into prayer, and we're going to move into celebration. I was reading this morning as I was preparing for you from this year's booklet put out by the Unity, Worldwide Unity on Advent. And it made the reference of focusing on peace within. And it said if we focused on peace within, we would be able to create a space for peace to fulfill itself everywhere. I believe that was the essence of Buddha in his awakening on this day when he came forth with his understanding of the Four Noble Truths and also the Eightfold Path of Enlightenment. So I'm going to invite you to join me right now by settling in and anchoring in a space of unconditional love right now. And that unconditional love that I'm focusing on begins in the heart. So I'm just going to invite you to simply breathe with me right now. And if you'd like to, take your hands and place your hands over your heart. I'm going to place my hands over my heart so that I can remember as the tone is set for the day. Breathing in on the count of 5 and exhaling on the count of 5. Notice I'm breathing out through my mouth and breathing in through my nose. Let's do this again. Again. And I want you to pay attention to the flow of this breath. Just pay attention to how your physical body responds to the breath. And as we focus on the heart right now, we're focusing and preparing during this time of the year. For many people, it is the coldest time of the year. And for others, maybe perhaps life feels cold. The most important part of the Eightfold Path and the preparation of Bodhi Day is the warming of the heart. Our heart is the first organ that is developed when we move into this human experience. It's part of our development. The heart is resilient. It is a wonderful blessing that can operate independently, and yet other organs depend on it also, because it circulates. It circulates love. It circulates energy. And that divine flow creates and sustains our human ecosystem. And metaphorically, it sustains us mentally, emotionally, and it is a key component of our spiritual development. So I want you to take a moment now, and I want you to recall a moment of compassion, of kindness, or a moment of deep appreciation or care. And I'm remembering my moment right now. I'm remembering growing up. And when I was growing up, I was the last child in the household. And I remember my mother being injured on the job. And during that time, she had no idea how she was going to move forward. And she'd had a talk with me, just letting me know that she loved me and that I was important to her. She also informed me that I might not have a very good Christmas in terms of presents and things like that. But she wanted me to know that she loved me. And what I'm recalling right now is the gift of love and the gift of compassion. I was a child that was okay, and I truly understood. But I want to share with you that my whole life I've experienced the richness of spirit. And the richness of spirit has shown up in rich and very powerful ways. And this particular Christmas, I received a wonderful gift. And that gift was the gift of a typewriter. And that typewriter made my day. I think that's the reason I like to create right now, because of that typewriter. And it was a gift. And for us back in that day, that was a big deal. And a typewriter cost a pretty penny. And for a kid that didn't know anything about typing or anything like that, it has made a difference. So I'm remembering that kindness. I'm remembering the heart of what was put forward. And I am in deep gratitude. My sister, who was older, and my mother, they partnered and supported me. I want you to remember your moment. That's deep compassion. And as you're remembering your moment, just breathe with me and anchor that spirit of compassion right now. I want you to anchor it and allow it to settle you, reminding you that all your needs are always met. We never know where it's coming from. And with that in mind right now, we just move into this space and remember that there is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect, and that life is our life now. And in this sacred awareness right now, I'm simply knowing that each and every single person that is participating in this prayer, that the essence of peace abides within. And it is the essence of peace that flows and fulfills itself. I know that it is that dynamic energy that is moved into all the sacred places we in our experience right now, this earthly experience, are unable to go. But what I know is that the energy of the divine is right there. It is the healing partner. It is that healing presence that reveals its truth and fulfills its truth. I know that this divine light is a light that continues to expand. It moves beyond. And so in this very moment, right here, right now, what I'm knowing is that the blessings of Spirit are all around us. The blessings of Spirit fulfills itself and enriches itself. And I know that this energetic and this power and this strength is alive. It is expressing itself as the gift that continues to give. So what I'm knowing is right here, right now, those blessings fulfill themselves in practical ways within our lives and within our experience right now. I know that it is the wonderful comforter within the heart, that it is that divine presence that sustains itself as we move forward into this thing we call life. Where there seems to be impermanence, we know that there is one thing that continues to lighten itself and enliven itself within all things. It is that divine light. I know that it is that divine presence that heals and sustains itself right now. I know that it is the divine presence that continues to flow and circulate itself, fulfilling every seeming need. I know that this divine presence is the divine presence that binds itself in the light of love, peace, harmony, and freedom, bringing forth wonderful liberation, bringing forth harmony within all of our relationships. I know that the light of light expands itself and fulfills itself. It warms itself within each and every one of us. And this healing factor right here, right now, has already gone before and prepared the way. And what I know is something even greater has set itself in motion. It is the enriching presence of good. So I'm giving high thanks and high gratitude for the blessings of Spirit, the light of peace that continues to inform itself and reveal itself right here and right now. And it is in this space of love and in gratitude that I simply release these words right now into the action of this thing we call the sacred yes, universal law, knowing that it is already done and it is already fulfilled. And we say together, and so it is. Amen.
Amen. Ashe.
Ashe. And for those that do not understand the word Ashe, it is a Swahili word, which means may your words have power. And in the words of our Patty Walton, I know your words have power. And so I just want to thank you all for being with us this morning in sacred prayer. And I'm encouraging you to just anchor in peace as you go out into the world. The world needs that. And your vibration of peace can be a tipping point for those people that may be hurting or feel disenfranchised. Our goal is to uplift the world. So we focus and we magnify the light of peace and allow that peace to expand itself. I'm going to invite you to join me later today. We're going to do a special meditation in honor of Bodhi Day. It's going to be done on Facebook at Heart First. And join us. I think that it will be wonderful, and it is a wonderful way to celebrate this spiritual leader and the gift that he brought forth. I love and appreciate you all. Have a blessed day. Namaste.